In this video, we're going to suppose that g of x is equal to x squared minus 9, and we want to use that to find the g of x. And so really what we're doing is we're composing the function g with itself. And so I'm going to rewrite what we're looking for. Instead of the g of x, that little circle just means composed, basically. You're putting one g inside of the other. I'm just going to rewrite this as the g of x. So if you weren't watching what I was writing, then you probably thought I was saying the same thing both times, but I really wasn't. I was saying the same thing, but I was writing something different. And if you rewrite the problem this way, then it becomes a bit more obvious. What we want to do is we just want to plug the function for g of x into the function g of x. And so again, let me rewrite this even a little bit differently. Instead of the g of x, I'm going to write what g of x is equal to inside of the parentheses. G of x is the same thing as x squared minus 9. And so we're looking for the g of x squared minus 9. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to plug x squared minus 9 into the place of x in x squared minus 9. So looking at the original g function, the g of something is going to be something squared minus 9. So the g of x squared is going to be something squared minus 9. It just so happens that something is the same thing, the same exact function, but it doesn't really matter. We're just saying instead of x squared minus 9, we're doing something squared minus 9. And then we want to FOIL and make this simplified as much as we possibly can. And so x squared minus 9 squared, we're going to need to rewrite that as x squared minus 9 multiplied by x squared minus 9. Just bring down the minus 9, don't forget about that. And now we're going to FOIL. So we're going to have the first, outer, inner, and last. So x squared multiplied by x squared is going to give us x to the 4. X squared times negative 9 is going to be negative 9x squared. Negative 9 times x squared is going to be another negative 9x squared. Negative 9 times negative 9 is going to be positive 81, and then minus 9. That just comes right on down. And now we can combine any like terms. We're going to have x to the 4. Minus 9x squared minus 9 more is going to be minus 18x squared. And then 81 minus 9 is going to give us 72. And so our final answer for the g of x is going to be x to the 4 minus 18x squared plus 72.